also a friend of Sri Lanka and a special relationship we have in Dr. Liam Fox, who is in charge of international trade. Before a cabinet change, I think we should make our first move.
Excuse me.
Questions from the floor?
One question. Now, to my understanding, there are about 50 odd conditions or desired status that we have to meet to satisfy the European Commission to grant us the GSP Plus benefit. So, my question is, I mean, we have already launched the application, but how confident are we as a country or as a society that we have here all those criteria that they require? Or are we really in the status that they desire?
I think that I have to touch upon one of my previous slides that in my presentation. I said that there is no serious infringement of the convention, right? So how serious failure to implement. So that is a very moot phrase. So in our detailed consultations that the Minister of Foreign Affairs and all the other ministries has had with the European Commission, I mean, all these compliance levels have been gone through with a fine comb, I will tell you. Earlier, at the initial stage of our rejection of the earlier application, I think we had Lady Ashton giving us 17 conditions. Now, later on, those 17 conditions went on to 50. But it is a misnomer to assume that the entire 50 have to be complied with. So, what the Commission expects us, the country to do is to go towards the direction of those larger 50. 17 itself have been, complied with. So then, and also if you look at other countries that have received this concession, and also the monitoring reports of their level of implementation after having received the GSP Plus, you see that the evaluation takes into consideration the progress they have achieved towards achieving certain conditions and criteria. So it is not that at the time of application, Sri Lanka has had to, completely conclude all action in respect of certain areas. It is that we have shown the direction to which we are going and the steps that we have taken to go towards compliance of large issues. So from the various discussions that emanated with the European Commission officials and our Aegis department and all, I can see that they are very much satisfied of our work.
I would also like to add a footnote. GSP Plus was revised in 2014. Now under this revision, it incorporates strict monitoring mechanism and a role for civil society in that process. The addition of non-state actors as observers in the scheme renders the monitoring mechanism more transparent and objective. So the point made here is that that now, unlike earlier, there will be strict monitoring. So given that these conditions have been broadly fulfilled, now you see, for example, they made some concerns about the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Now all these areas have been looked at, necessary amendments have been done. Some of these amendments are still with the legal draftsman and will come into action within a few months. So these have been all very comprehensively informed to the parties concerned in the European Union, and they were adequate to submit our application. So it is on that level of confidence that after fulfilling all those, that the application was submitted.
I think a lot of concern shown about when we are going to get the GSP Plus. What are we going to lose by getting it, or what we are going to gain? And the politicians have made most of it from every political platform that we are going to get the GSP plus. Then the officials are saying we are sure of getting it. I would like to ask the industry, what have you done about it? Are you ready, if you get the GSP tomorrow, GSP plus tomorrow, are you ready to take maximum advantage of it? I don't see much movement in that direction because you might get the GSP plus, but I don't think the Sri Lankan industry, particularly the small and medium sector, is ready to make the most of what we are going to get out of GSP plus. I think that is an area that the industry will have to work very hard. Otherwise, particularly, now if you look at Bangladesh, the amount of marketing they have been doing, we are nowhere compared to it. That is why they are having a $26 million industry. They were much below us maybe 20 years ago. The BGMEA, the Bangladesh Exporters Association, that going all over the world with very powerful lobbying to market Bangladesh. And I think maybe Mr. Pure will take note of this and rather than wait for GSP to come, move the industry and get the industry ready to receive this concession.
Hello. First of all, I must say thank you to organizing this event and specifically inviting representative from industry. Mr. Luan is here and he was speaking on behalf of industry, and personally I was feeling, my thoughts are being spoken on the stage. So thank you, Mr. Luan, for that. My question is to the panel is in the same manner as one of our panelists is saying that some of the countries having lobbies like Bangladesh, they are growing very fast, but knowing the fact that Sri Lanka is having 50% of their export is apparel, but from the country as a whole, from government, that seriousness is not visible how to grow that industry, how to save that industry from the competition we have in the neighboring countries. Because personally we have seen business are moving out of Sri Lanka and going to neighboring countries. So why we can't have some sort of like, if we can target some other new countries where Sri Lanka is not having presence right now, and government can give some of the benefits or support to the industry. This is one question. Another is, as Mr. Luan was saying, is very practical. We can't fight on the core lines or core commodity products. We need to go for innovation, value addition products. So we need to invest in research, innovation, and machineries. So is there any thought is in the government all departments how to build this and change the future of the garment industry in Sri Lanka? Thank you very much.
Okay. First of all, I do agree with you that we have to pursue different markets. The world is not only EU and US. The world is much bigger than that. And first point is China is becoming expensive, even to cater their domestic. So China is one, and Japan is one, which is big. You have Uniqlos of the world in Japan, one of the biggest, and they are rich, but their quality is at a different level, even much tougher than most of the customers with whom we are working. But we are a good quality conscious country, we have that reputation. I believe we can. And then answering the second question, why we are losing the business, we need to, so you said we are losing the business to other countries. But first we need to understand why. Why is, as I said about the core, and on behalf of the government, I put Dr. Callaghan to answer, but I think more than the government, we as the industry has to take the initiative to start the innovation. And government, I believe they can only do some tax exemption or something like that to do this kind of stuff. They can't do on behalf of us the innovation. It's our responsibility to start, they can support. That is my personal view.
Let me respond, to try and see what we are trying to do. The textile and apparel industry is the one that did not have a particular responsible government organization for the last few years. There was no Ministry of Textile. There was no Ministry of Garment. So there was Ministry of Sugar, etc., etc. But the textile in the textile and apparel industry continues to work with the government, with various authorities in trying to create a conducive environment. We are lobbied on a number of policy issues and we have been successful. Now in that process, the industry has not requested innovation or research to be done by the government. What we requested the government was to give us a facility to, I think, compel us to do our research in a much better way and create a situation. What did the government do? Government decided, okay, you spend money with any of the university, I think the Vice Chancellor was mentioning that. If you spend 100 rupees for your research work, you will be permitted to deduct 300 rupees from your tax liability. So isn't that a government helping? That is how the industry has been working. So the very innovation and research work has to be done, as we said, by the industry and not by the government. But what the government can do? The government had done